Hi guys, I'm Soumya and I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all well and safe. So if you are an old subscriber, then welcome back. But if you are new to this channel, then I make a lot of bookish content here. So if you are into books and into reading, then do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click on the bell icon. There are many people who confess that they would like to read more but they are not able to because their schedule is so busy, and because of that they are not able to find time to pick up a book and read it. Now, as someone who loves books and loves to stay connected to books, I can tell you one thing, that I find the concept of audiobooks to be very useful in such situations. You see, audiobooks have this advantage where they can be listened to even while doing other things, so they actually take care of your busy schedule. Audiobooks help you multitask. You can listen to an audiobook while commuting, while doing household chores and while exercising. The truth is that there is a lot of practicality when it comes to audiobooks because they ensure that your busy life does not get in the way of your listening to your favorite titles. Audiobooks have a massive advantage because they are so convenient. You can listen to audiobooks on the go, and that is something that you should definitely consider if you want to stay in touch with books. Personally, as a book lover and as somebody who has a very busy life, I must say that audiobooks are a boon for people like me. As far as having a great experience with audiobooks is concerned, STORYTEL is your trusted companion. With a collection of over 2 lakh titles in 12 different languages, STORYTEL makes sure that you get unlimited access to all the audiobooks from different genres based on your mood. STORYTEL doesn't only help you multitask with audiobooks, it also makes it fun, and the monthly subscription is only INR 299, so it's extremely easy on the pocket as well. So download the app from the link in the description. Today I want to share a list of 5 audiobooks that you absolutely must listen to while you are multitasking on STORYTEL. So I downloaded all these audiobooks so that I can listen to them offline because that helps in saving the data. Also, I have said this before but I am going to repeat it. I always listen to the audiobooks at the speed of 1.25 because I find it very convenient. And finally, I also set a sleep timer for listening to 2 of these audiobooks, and I set the duration to 1 hour, which was the custom duration, although there are standard durations as well. A really cute and a fun feature of the STORYTEL app is the review feature because it allows you to review the audiobooks that you listen to with the help of various emojis, and you can use more than one depending on your mood and what you felt about the book, and there are quite a few to choose from, and honestly this makes you want to review the audiobooks even more. So now on to the list of 5 audiobooks that you must listen to on STORYTEL app while multitasking. The first book is Finding Chica by Mitch Albom. Now this is a non-fiction book about a little Haitian girl named Chica and how she impacts Mitch Albom's life as she arrives at the orphanage operated by him. Even at the age of 3, Chica ends up making an impression on everyone, and at the age of 5, she is diagnosed with something that cannot be cured in Haiti. So as a result of that, Mitch Albom and his wife take her to Detroit. Over the next 2 years, they take her around the world to find a cure for her condition. This audiobook has been narrated by Mitch Albom himself, and what sets this audiobook apart from its paperback edition is that it also contains the clips from the times when Chica was with Mitch Albom and his wife. So this audiobook features Chica's voice as well. So Mitch Albom and his wife ended up forming a beautiful bond with Chica, and the fact that this book has been narrated by Mitch Albom himself makes your experience of listening to this audiobook absolutely phenomenal because he narrates his own experiences and his own emotions. This is most definitely a cry-worthy book that talks about Chica, and it celebrates her and the bonds that are forged by love. And the fact that it has been narrated by Mitch Albom makes listening to this audiobook a very personal experience. My next recommendation is Shoe Dog, a memoir by the creator of Nike by Phil Knight. So in this book, Phil Knight has talked about his journey and his ups and downs, and this is easily one of the most motivational books ever. So it all started with the crazy idea that Phil Knight had at the age of 24 in the early 1960s. He wanted to market Japanese running shoes in America, and he went to Japan and ended up collaborating with a Japanese company called Onitsuka, and from there on he has told his story. Your experience of listening to the audiobook of Shoe Dog is going to be absolutely wonderful. The book is, as it is, very inspirational, and the narration only serves to enhance that inspiration, and also the narration is very clear and easy to understand. Shoe Dog is the type of audiobook that you can listen to for a certain amount of time every single day, and it is surely going to make you feel good. This audiobook is like that storyteller that nudges you to do better in life and never give up. My next recommendation is Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. So this awesome book is a collection of Norse myths retold by Neil Gaiman. So this book contains stories taking place in Asgard, which is the home of gods. So it contains stories about giants, dwarfs, gods like Loki, Thor, etc. And if you are into retellings and into books that have been written very well, then this is a book that you should definitely go for. I absolutely love this book, and the audiobook of this one has been read by none other than Neil Gaiman himself. And one thing about his narration is that his voice is very soothing and his narration is very pleasing to hear. So this is a very well written book, and it has been read wonderfully by Neil Gaiman, and listening to this audiobook is a lot of fun. My next recommendation is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. So Lily is from a small town and she hasn't always had it easy, but she never gives up. She graduates and moves to Boston and starts her own business. So Lily meets Ryle, who is a neurosurgeon, and he is brilliant and sensitive, and he has a soft spot for Lily even though he has an aversion to relationships. So Lily's relationship with Ryle is threatened when her first love reappears in her life. The genre of this book is romance, and it's an absolutely beautiful story. The audiobook of this book is absolutely lovely to listen to. The narrator has a very sweet voice, and she uses all the emotions in her voice that are required in the story, and her narration makes the story come alive in such a manner that all the events play out in your mind in a very effective way. My next recommendation is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. So this story follows the story of a girl called Emoni who has a passion for cooking and she wants to become a chef. But she ends up getting pregnant in her freshman year, and now she has a daughter and her abuela to take care of. So her dream seems to be impossible, and yet whenever she is in the kitchen, she ends up creating magic. So this audiobook has been read by the author Elizabeth Acevedo herself, and just like her previous two audiobooks, The Poetex and Clap When You Land, listening to this audiobook was an absolute pleasure as well. Elizabeth Acevedo is easily one of the best narrators that I have ever had the pleasure of listening to. She reads her stories with such enthusiasm and energy that you cannot help but be focused on what she is telling you. And in addition to that, this is a very inspiring and a riveting story as well, so that's great too. Elizabeth Acevedo is a very talented storyteller and she's a great narrator. So these were my 5 recommendations of the audiobooks that you must listen to on Storytel, and if you choose to listen to these audiobooks, then you will end up having a great month because you would have listened to 5 great audiobooks for only INR 299. So that was it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you want to connect with me on my social media, the links are in the description box. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.